Of all the shows I'm still watching this season, Super Cub might be my favorite, and a big part of the reason why is weirdly similar to one thing about Chainsaw Man I really liked, that being the theme around not staying content with your current life situation and actually working to change it in some way. Koguma's life is boring. This is communicated instantly by the silence. Monotone colors, and general lack of energy. Not only does the world seem to be bored, but our girl here also seems to be going through life with zero energy. She wakes up, takes a bath, drinks brown liquid with toast and butter for breakfast, packs some rice and, this one for lunch, and then heads to school. Later in the episode, it's confirmed that this is a daily routine, and we can assume she's been living like this for a long time. This monotony is portrayed really well with her bike. Every day she rides it to school and genuinely feels happy with the rush of wind on her face after going down a hill, but unlike all the people around her, she hasn't actually improved herself to be able to ride up this slight incline without getting out of breath. She's been living this way for so long that it's just become normal and she's accepted it, similarly to how in Chainsaw Man, Denji is fine eating one slice of bread a day, or how the people in the first episode of Gurren Lagann have lived for so long without the surface that they've forgotten about it. I'd say this lack of improvement is partially due to having no friends, family, or goals. With literally no one to talk to, Koguma has no one pushing her to get better. However, you don't need other people telling you what to do to improve yourself. Another thing that could push her forward is a goal, a desire to make your life different. And as shown in this first episode, the most important thing is your own desire to change. After seeing the same guy on the same moped pass her by on the same road, our sad bike girl turns herself around to head on a path to improve her life towards the motorcycle shop. She finally makes the decision to crawl out of her shell, and with enough dedication to get a motorcycle license, she makes her life a bit better. And so the message is that if you don't want to keep struggling up the same hill every day, go buy a motorcycle. If you put in the effort with dedication and most importantly have the desire to change, you'll be able to drive to school much more easily. You'll make your life better. I really like how after she buys the Super Cub, she starts to just stare at it when it's parked, cause I can relate to that. When I finally learned how to drive, I would stand back and marvel at my amazing parking job sometimes. As a YouTuber, it's always fun to just stare at the thumbnail for a video you posted, or watch the view count slowly go up. Thanks for 3,000 views, by the way. There's also this scene in episode 2 where she imagines herself telling everyone in her class, and it's like the most relatable thing ever. It's the feeling of wanting appreciation for an achievement that's objectively small but personally super important, but also knowing that it could be a little embarrassing, and oh my god, this show perfectly captures the feeling of learning a new skill or making a change in your life in general and being able to just feel good about it. Things like this make a character feel more relatable and real, which is a good thing. My favorite scene though was this one outside the convenience store. My favorite thing is being able to say, wow, I'm exactly like this cute anime girl, and this scene hit that spot perfectly. I'm sure everyone has had moments where you've made a decision to improve your life in some way, but at some point for some reason, the plan just breaks down. For some reason, the bike just won't start, and all you can think is,
なんで?
And it's easy to lose hope after these smallest of problems, because in the moment it seems like all your hard work is just getting stopped instantly. But oftentimes, you just need one little reminder to tell you what you actually need to do. This guy drops a coin, reminding Koguma of the shop guy putting the manual in the thing, and oh my god, you idiot. Of course it's the gas, what else would it have been? I'm so stupid! And of course, even when it seems you've found a solution, for some reason it still doesn't work. But she doesn't give up when it doesn't work at first. I'm sure on the third time, she told herself that if it doesn't work this time, I'm giving up. I know she did, because I've done that before. I also love how when she gets home, she's so exhausted and she passes out on the floor almost immediately. It really do be like that. Also, the way she sits straight up when she realizes what happened the next morning is very cute and I like it. Of course, her usual routine while getting ready for school is still exactly the same, and it's still portrayed as dry and boring. When she's on the Cub, everything does light up a bit because that's how it feels when you make an improvement in something, but she hasn't improved the rest of her life yet. One improvement in your life doesn't make the rest of it all better, and unlike what some other anime might portray, the colors don't permanently switch to bright pastels after the slightest hint of good things on the horizon. The one thing that is noticeably different about the scene is the music. Instead of silence, there is now a hopeful, upbeat song playing, because she's proven that she can make her life better. Before this, she had nothing, but now she has her cub, the embodiment of the belief that she can improve her life. Let's see how far that idea will take her. I'm super excited for Super Cub. I do like my slice of life shows, and it seems like this one's gonna have multiple girls doing bike things together, and I'm looking forward to that, especially since it already has this theme of self-improvement. In episode 2, we can see how Koguma's push to make a difference in her life has earned her some attention from a classmate and a growing connection, and it's great because that's how life works. Doing new things gives you the potential to meet new people with similar interests. Koguma's desire to change will hopefully lead her to getting some more friends, and then they can all better themselves together. The worst mistake I could see the show making is focusing on this thing about 3 people dying. It seems like whatever they do with that would be forced melodrama that has nothing to do with the point of the show. A more likely problem would be a lack of conflict or just general stagnation that I feel other slice of life shows tend to fall into. We haven't learned much about Reiko yet, but right now she seems like a kind of mentor figure in a similar way to Kamina from Gurren Lagann. We see her pushing Koguma out of her shell a bit and encouraging her to use the Kabu to be a bit more adventurous, but this type of character will need something to happen with them to make them interesting. But based on these first few episodes, I'm pretty confident this show will stay at least kind of good. I like the vibe, and so even if it kind of stagnates, I'm sure I'll come out with a good feeling. If I continue to like this show through the end of the season, I'll probably make another video on it. And if you liked this video, you can like the video and subscribe and whatever, but please just follow my Twitter account. I have 2 followers. I'm very lonely. Thanks for watching.